Hi, my name is Quinn, and welcome to my channel, QT Behind the Lens. This video will be the first installment in a series in which I define and analyze an aspect of filmmaking and give examples in a specific movie. Today, we'll be looking at deep focus in John Carpenter's 1982 sci-fi horror film, The Thing. With a simplistic, tension-filled score from composer Ennio Morricone and stunning practical effects from artist Rob Bottin, Carpenter created an atmospheric paranoid horror experience which to this day stands to be extremely unique, even despite it being a remake of Howard Hawks' 1951 film, The Thing from Another World. Upon release, The Thing received underwhelming box office success after receiving $19.6 million on a $15 million budget. This is usually attributed to Steven Spielberg's E.T., a more family-friendly alien film, having been released just 2 weeks before, and Ridley Scott's legendary sci-fi film, Blade Runner, being released on the same day. However, the film did earn a cult following, which led to its 2011 remake. Before we further discuss the film, first let's take a look at deep focus. Deep focus is a cinematic technique that allows a filmmaker to keep numerous planes in focus in a single shot. This effect is achieved by using a wide-angle lens, sensitive film stock, and by tightening the camera's opening that allows light to pass through onto the film, which is known as the aperture. Because of the small aperture restricting so much light from passing through the camera, filmmakers end up needing to use extremely bright lighting on set in order for the image to be visible. Though the achievement of deep focus can be tedious, the result is very visually interesting and opens up a world of possibilities for filmmakers. One of these possibilities that is commonly deployed with deep focus is depth staging, which is when characters in a scene are placed at different depths within the frame. Deep focus, or at least a variant of this technique, is deployed 3 times within 15 minutes of the thing, and it is set up and developed to achieve a specific effect. The first time the audience is exposed to deep focus is when Kurt Russell's character, MacReady, has an inquiry with the camp biologist.
You come up with anything yet?
1 or 2 ideas. But MacReady, I've been thinking, if a small particle of this thing is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals, and I suggest we only eat out of cans.
This shot functions to prepare the audience for the next shots in the film that will feature deep focus and depth staging, so that the viewers will know to pay attention to more than one plane of action, and also so that when it's used in a higher stakes situation, the audience won't be so jarred by the introduction of this technique. The second appearance of our technique is after MacReady is accused of being the actual thing, that is an alien monster that can perfectly replicate a human, and he's trying to take control of the situation. Now here we already get a small payoff for the quick establishment of deep focus and staging from the previous example. Because we are now prepared to see this technique, Carpenter is able to work more creatively in building suspense by showing the audience something that the main character doesn't know, which is that the other character has a knife and is preparing to kill MacReady. Like nearly every aspect of a film, there's repetition and variation which causes development, and in this scene we have the peak development of the deep focus motif. While we still have multiple planes in focus and deep staging, a quite noticeable blur can be seen surrounding the hand of the knife wielder. This effect is known as split focus and is the result of placing a convex piece of glass over part of the camera's main lens, allowing for only specific parts of the frame to be in focus. This intensification of deep focus is intentionally used here to indicate a climax in the technique's use, which heightens tensions and further prepares the audience for what's about to happen. So in conclusion, deep focus is a cinematic technique that allows filmmakers to keep multiple planes of depth in focus and allows for very effective use of depth staging. And in John Carpenter's film, The Thing, this technique is used in order to build suspense. This is QT Behind the Lens, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you in the next one.